Good morning, my lovelies, and thank you for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan, doing my best to follow the Slimming World plan. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, hello, and thank you for coming to my channel. And if you're coming back, as always, thank you ever so much for doing so. Today is Wednesday, it's the 28th of April. This year is going very, very fast. Okay, I'm just putting my breakfast together. It is 100% a fruit and yogurt day today, but bonus, I have strawberries and blueberries. Yes. So I have a really good fruit and yogurt bowl today. So as usual, I'm starting with 200 grams of Alpro Greek style plain yogurt for 1 syn. I should just point out it looks kind of lumpy because it's a set yogurt. So when you take it out and kind of mush it all up like I have, it just looks lumpy, but it's absolutely fine. Okay, sorry for the lighting, it's suddenly got quite dark. But yes, here is my bowl. I did try and make it look nice, but then just kind of gave up. So I've got banana, apple, strawberries and blueberries. What a treat. And then to top it today, I'm using 1 tablespoon of crunchy almond butter. This particular one is 4.5 syns per tablespoon. Definitely worth checking the app to double check the brand that you're using because they do tend to differ. Sometimes there are 4 syns and sometimes they're 4.5 or even 5 per tablespoon. So definitely check the app depending on which nut butter you like to use. Like I said, this one is 4.5 per tablespoon and that's the Meridian Crunchy. And I've mixed my tablespoon of that with a tablespoon of maple syrup and you get this lovely saucy thing, which I'm going to use to drizzle over the top of my fruit and yogurt. Oh my god, it's so indulgent, I love it. I've also made myself a coffee with 100 ml of Alpro Almond Barista for 1 syn. Okay, so there's breakfast as a whole. As I said, 1 for coffee, 1 for the yogurt, 4.5 for the almond butter and 2 for the maple syrup. By my calculation, that makes 7.5 for my yogurt and fruit bowl and 1 for my coffee, so I'm on 8.5. Hey guys, it's lunchtime and I have only had the 1 coffee today, so I'm actually on exactly the same syns as when you last saw me, so that is 8.5, I think. Is that right? 8.5. Anyway, for lunch, I've decided, because I still have my healthy extra B choice, it means that I can do like a roll or a wrap for lunch. So I don't have any rolls, so it's a wrap. And I thought, do you know what? It's something that I used to really like is this particular recipe. Obviously I need to adapt it slightly for Slimming World, but this is a recipe from the original Thug Kitchen book. I'll tell you what, their cookbooks are amazing. Honestly, they have such lovely recipes in them. But this is the spiced chickpea wraps recipe. Now, it does include a tahini dressing, which I'm actually not going to do because I don't have any tahini, and also I don't really want to use loads of syns. So I'm just doing like the spiced chickpea part, and then I'll have them in a wrap with some spinach, carrot and cucumber, pretty much as per the recipe. So it's pretty easy. Let me show you. I'm just starting with a tin of chickpeas. And all I did was rinse and drain them. And all they're doing is cooking in, you know, the very small amount of residual water that was on them. But basically I want these to start crisping up and going golden brown. So they'll be going for a while. Okay, my chickpeas are looking pretty good now. It's been 5 to 7 minutes, I would suggest. So they're really drying out and going crispy. I've not added any oil. The recipe does say for oil, but I'm not adding any, of course, because I don't want to use the syns. I have quite a synny breakfast, so I want to try and save some for later in the day if I need them. So yeah, but here we go. That is looking delicious. God, I love chickpeas. Look at them. They're just so pretty. In the meantime, I have chopped up my cucumber and carrot. This is about 5 inches of cucumber. I don't know how many inches that is. Insert inappropriate jokes here. Actually, it's that much, obviously. And also like half a carrot, I think, left over from yesterday. And I'm not using spinach. I'm just going to use my last little bit of pea shoot salad. And for wrap, I'm going to use Weight Watchers wholemeal wrap, my healthy extra B choice. And then the last thing to do is just make the kind of sauce that goes on the chickpeas themselves. So Okay, the sauce is made of the juice of a lemon, a teaspoon of maple syrup, which is half a syn, a teaspoon of soy sauce, and then 2 teaspoons each of ground cumin and smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic granules, and quarter to half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and then just stir it all together. I think it does come out quite dry from what I recall, but let's see what happens. Then basically you just mix it into the chickpeas, which are now looking really crispy and nice. Lol. So I definitely messed up by not reading the recipe properly, because it actually said to put the soy sauce, maple syrup and lemon juice mixture in first to the chickpeas, let it evaporate, and then add the spices, which obviously I have completely now mucked up. So that's okay. We're just gonna incorporate it as it is. It'll be fine. Okay, so I've actually decided to use a second wrap because the Weight Watchers wraps aren't very large, and I feel like one with half of the stuff I prepared is not going to be enough to fill me up. So I'm using 6 syns for a second wrap. Obviously the first one was my healthy extra B choice, and that puts me on 14.5 syns so far today. So my chickpeas are ready. I managed to incorporate it all and they've gone crispy again, so that's good. My wraps are looking, I think they're not gonna shut. I'm not the world's best wrapper. In fact, I would go so far as to say I'm a crap wrapper in all senses of the word. So yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to do this. I might have to use like a little sticky thing to hold them together. So without the chickpeas, they're looking pretty full with all my leaves and carrot and cucumber. So take from that what you will. So I'm just gonna suffice to say that my wraps have failed. And if you're offended by the sight of failed wraps, then probably look away now, because this is gonna hurt. We have attempt number 1, which I stuck 2 sticks through that it appears to have swallowed up. And attempt number 2, which is just nothing. The trouble is these wraps are just breaking apart, see? Oh dear. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put all the filling in a bowl and have it like a salad. I mean, you can't say my presentation isn't fire. What a mess. What I'm actually doing with the wraps is I'm just toasting them in the pan, so that they just go a little bit crispy, but not loads, and then I'll just cut them up and kind of have them as an accompaniment, like soft tortilla chips. There you go. If you're interested, the other wrap looks like this. I told you I was a crap wrapper. At least I'm good at toasting wraps. See, it stays soft, but it's a bit crispy, so it's nice. Great success. So I think we will now refer to this as a spiced chickpea tortilla salad bowl. Sound good to you guys? Instead of the spiced chickpea wraps that it was going to be, I've hidden all the crappy broken bits behind. So they are still there, but you know, aesthetics. Yes, so 6 syns for the second wrap and half a syn for the maple syrup. So 6.5 syns for lunch. Added to my 8.5, that puts me on 15 so far today. Hey guys, so it's currently 6:25, and Mum has gone. She came over for a coffee. Oh, by the way, I had another coffee. Unfortunately, there was literally just a dribble of my barista almond. So to be honest, I'm not even gonna count the syns in it because I actually used the rest with the unsweetened almond milk that is part of Healthy Extra A. So, you know. Anyway, I've just been to Tesco and I got some just normal almond milk, which I know I'm gonna have to syn, but I'm not able to get to the big Tesco before tomorrow. Yeah, sorry, I'm really tired today. Right, so dinner. I just picked up these Wicked Kitchen garlic and herb kebabs. I looked them up on the app and they are 3.5 syns each. So I thought if I cook all 4, then I can have 2 for my dinner tonight with new potatoes and green veg, and then I can have another 2 tomorrow for my lunch, like on salad. So that sounds good to me. And that would be 7 syns, and that's going to put me on 21.5. Is that right? Yeah. So that leaves just 3.5 syns left, but to be honest, I'm going to use them, and I'm going to use them for 2 teaspoons of my naturally vegan spreadable to go on my new potatoes, because my god, new potatoes are so nice with a bit of butter on them, aren't they? And naturally vegan spreadable is the best. So yeah, I'm going to go get cooking, and I'll show you in a bit what it all looks like. Hey guys, so this is what the Wicked Kitchen, what are they? Garlic and herb, garlic and parsley, something like that. Anyway, this is what they look like cooked, and I have to say they actually look really nice. I will say I did have to kind of spread the marinade back around them a little bit, because obviously there was quite a lot in the packet, so I just used a teaspoon to do that. Oh dear, they've stuck to my baking paper, my greaseproof paper. Oh well. Okay. Sorry about the poor lighting today. So yeah, this is what they look like. Quite excited, not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons. God, if there's even 2 teaspoons left in this pot, it's very... I don't think there's even 2 teaspoons left, but we'll call it 2 teaspoons just so that we're not underestimating. And that's, as I said, gonna put me on my 25 syns anyway, so it's it is what it is. I think I'll take my photo and then take them off the sticks, because I don't want to eat them with my hands. I'm not actually at a barbecue, so... Cool, so they're off the stick, and they're actually formed of these like 4 little balls each one. The dressing is really, really tasty, and it smells amazing, so I'm pretty sure these are going to be a hit. After dinner, I just had, I think 2 cups of Pucker nighttime tea, but then that was everything for me. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.